Yo, what's up YouTube? Coming here back with another tips video. Today we're going to talk about 12.3. I know a lot of people requested this video. I was not planning to do it because we're already quite late in the Abyss rotation, and I think the enemies are going to be different on the next one, but since a lot of people asked for it, I will still do it. It's going to be a short one, and yeah, you still have 5 days to do the Abyss, so you can maybe use these tips to try to get the max stars on the last floor, and especially 12.3. So first, what are the main reason people can't 3-star 12.3 at the moment? It's mostly because you have to learn the pattern of the enemies and know how to position yourself so you can group them and deal as much damage as possible and also gain as much time as possible. So let's start with the first half. In the first half, you have 2 small enemies and 1 rune hunter. And the pattern here is a bit random, so you might have to retry if it doesn't work out in the first time. But usually what I like to do is go on the left or the right side to one of the small enemies. The rune hunter is going to follow you there, and the other one should teleport to your side as well. So every 3 enemies are going to be together and you'll be able to deal AoE damage to them. If the other small one doesn't come to you, just restart the fight. Don't waste your time. Just restart, go to the left or right again, and pray that they TP on you. If they don't, just restart again. It's basically as simple as that. You have other strategies as well, where you just go backwards and hope that the both of them TP on you. But I think it's less, it's more RNG because you have to win basically the 50-50 on the 2 small enemies, where if you go on one side you just have to win the 50-50 on one enemy, so uh, it will take less try, less effort, and yeah, I think it's the easiest way to do it. For the second wave of that 12-3 first half, there's going to be 1 rune guard and 2 small enemies as well. These enemies have a weird pattern where they go backwards in the direction you face them. So you have to face them in a way so that they get together and you can AoE damage them as well, just like the other ones. But I would recommend focusing on 1 small enemy. The rune guard is going to follow you, and once you killed the first small enemies, you just go to the second one. The rune guard is going to keep following you, so you can just go one by one and damage the rune guard at the same time. Now for the second half, the enemies are going to be a bit different. The first wave of enemies are going to have 2 small enemies, the same ones as the second wave of the first half. So basically you want to apply the same pattern. Focus one of the small one, the rune guard is going to follow you, and then once you kill the first small one, you go on the second small one. Once the first 3 are dead, you just want to go to the big rune grader that's going to spawn. All the other 2 are going to join you as well, and it should be pretty easy to AoE them. If you have a lot of AoE supports, AoE damage, it's going to work wonders. And the second wave of the second half is the easiest one in my opinion, because they don't deal that much damage, they don't move that much, so yeah, it's the fastest one. Finally, some quick tips in terms of teams for the last chamber, because even if you 3-star 12-1 and 12-2, 12-3 is a whole other challenge, and you might need some different characters. So my recommendation is first team, Freeze team works really well, because then when the 3 of them are together in the first half, you can just freeze them, damage them, and they're not going to move. Same for the second wave of the first half. So Freeze team is really good in my opinion. You can use Ganyu, Ayaka. If you don't have a 5 stars, you can use Rosaria, Chongyun with Xingqiu and Deyona or something like this. If your supports are well built, it can work really well. And for the second team, I would recommend a melt team with some Viridescent character. What I really like to use is the Bennett Xiangling Rosaria team with either Sucrose or Rosaria. And if you have 5-star characters like Raiden or Ganyu Ayaka, you can use the first team Ayaka Ganyu, and second team, the Raiden national team, is extremely strong and literally melts everything at the moment. It's the best team in the game, and if you have Raiden, you should have also the other support, so it should be pretty easy to build. And yeah, basically the current Abyss, you need to build your Bennett, Xiangling, and Xingqiu. they're the best character for it, and then your other supports like Iona, Rosaria are extremely good as well for melt teams or freeze teams. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope the tips will be helpful, and good luck in the abyss. Bye bye.